Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about the top 10 hottest must-watch Japanese BL series you shouldn't miss out.
本当だ。
Number 1. Tokyo in April is. Adapted from the manga series of the same name by Haru, Tokyo in April is a 2023 Japanese romance drama directed by Yuho Ishibashi. As kids, Kazuma Takizawa and Ren Ishihara were the best of friends. Nearly inseparable, the two did everything together. But when they reached their third year of middle school, everything changed. Forced to move to America, Kazuma left with almost no warning, bringing his friendship with Ren to a very abrupt and unexpected end. 10 years later, Kazuma is back in Japan and excited to begin his new job. Completely unaware that Ren is now working as the company's top designer, Kazuma is shocked to see his old friend again. Thrilled to be reunited with Ren, Kazuma hopes they'll be able to pick up where they left off, but Ren seems to want nothing to do with him. Keeping Kazuma at a friendly distance, Ren acts more like a former classmate than a former best friend. Struggling to understand why Ren is being so cold, Kazuma decides being around Ren at work is enough. Content to have him back in his life, Ren tells himself he's happy, though deep down, he hopes to have his old friend back soon. With time, will he be able to win back the affection of his best friend and first love? It has 8 episodes. Number 2. I Cannot Reach You. Childhood best friends. Two halves of a whole. The cool, smart one who's good at almost everything, and his average, dorky friend who struggles to do anything right. Yamato and Kakeru. Always by the other's side, but not together in the way they truly want to be. No matter how hard they try, their hearts cannot reach each other. I Cannot Reach You is a Japanese high school BL series about two childhood best friends. The main character is secretly infatuated with his companion. However, he fears confessing his feelings may jeopardize their bond. The protagonist is tormented by unrequited love, especially when his crush hangs out with another girl. As their relationship reaches a breaking point, they must confront their complicated emotions and hidden desires. It has 8 episodes. Number 3. My Beautiful Man, Season 1. Adapted from the novel, He Who Is Beautiful, by Najira Yu. My Beautiful Man is a 2021 romantic high school drama directed by Mai Sakai. With no friends, poor grades, and a stutter, Hira Kazunari isn't exactly enjoying his life as a high school student. With no dreams and little ambition, Hira's only hobby is to take photographs of his everyday life. With a new semester now starting, Hira doesn't really expect things to change, but when they take a turn for the worst, he's caught completely off guard. Rescued from a horribly uncomfortable situation by none other than the class's king, Kiwasu, Hira can't help the feelings of admiration that threaten to overwhelm him. Despite his best efforts to resist, Hira soon finds himself madly in love with the exceedingly handsome Kiwa, but with such polar positions in the class, his chances of winning Kiwa's heart are slim, or so it would seem. Uncovering Kiwa's secret dream, quite by accident, Hira soon realizes he and his crush now have something important connecting them. Sharing such an important secret, will Hira and Kiwa find themselves slowly coming together, or will it eventually become the wedge that drives them apart? It has 10 episodes. Number 4. Eternal Yesterday. Yamada Koichi is an ever-cheerful, ever-popular high schooler with plenty of friends in his class. Umi Mitsuru is his polar opposite, a gifted young student who has plenty of intelligence but relatively few social skills. Despite their vastly different personalities, they begin to feel a strong pull of mutual attraction. But one rainy morning, just as their passions are beginning to rise, a truck slams into Yamada Koichi in front of Mimitsuru. Moments later, it appears to Mimitsuru that the other boy simply got up and continued about his business as though nothing has happened. But that is not what the rest of the world appears to understand has happened. As the boy's classmates slowly begin to forget about Yamada Koichi, Umimitsuru's passion for him begins to burn stronger than ever. But is this really the same Yamada Koichi? Or has something very unusual happened to the love of Umimitsuru's life? It has 8 episodes. Number 5. My Love Mixup. Adapted from the manga of the same name, My Love Mixup is a 2021 Japanese romantic comedy drama. For longer than he'd cared to admit, Sota Aoki has had a crush on his classmate Mio Hashimoto. Sitting next to her in class every day, Aoki wishes he could find a way to tell her how he feels, but something keeps holding him back. Despite being unable to confess his feelings, he's at least able to talk to her about other, simpler things. He's even occasionally borrowed school supplies from her, which is why he didn't think twice about asking to borrow an eraser from her when he found himself needing one during class one day. Little did Aoki know that borrowing one simple eraser would change his life forever. Noticing Hashimoto had written something on the eraser he'd borrowed, Aoki is devastated to find that she had written Ida-kun. Crushed by the realization that she has absolutely no romantic interest in him, Aoki finds himself so flustered that he accidentally drops the eraser. Much to his horror, the very same Kusuke Ida picks up the eraser and hands it back to Aoki. Noticing his name on the eraser, Ida suddenly sees Aoki in an entirely different light. With Ida now convinced Aoki has a crush on him and Hashimoto wanting nothing more from him, and their casual friendship, Aoki has no idea what to do next. Will he be able to clear up this misunderstanding with Ida, or will he find that fate has other plans? It has 10 episodes. Number 6. Mr. Unlucky has no choice but to kiss. Koda is grateful for Naoya's assistance, and tries to ask his new acquaintance to be his friend, but phrases his request badly and accidentally leads Naoya to believe he is asking for them to become lovers. The lucky Naoya surprisingly agrees and the duo embarks on an unorthodox relationship. Will Koda's chaos bring a taste for the unknown into Naoya's life? And will romance spell the end for Koda's bad luck? It has 8 episodes. Number 7. Cherry Magic. 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard is a Japanese boys' love manga series by Yu Toyota. Having never had sex in his life, after Kiyoshi Adaki reaches his 30th birthday, he becomes a wizard. He develops an ability to hear the thoughts of other people by touching them. One day, he discovers that his popular co-worker, Yuchi Kurosawa, is in love with him. While dealing with the awkwardness of being able to hear Kurosawa's rather forthright feelings towards him, Adaki comes to terms with how much Kurosawa values him and starts to develop reciprocal feelings of his own. It has 12 episodes. Number 8. Candy Color Paradox. Satoshi Ono Kido Kimura is a reporter for the weekly gossip magazine Dash. The magazine is a hit among readers, as it often contains juicy details about the latest celebrity scandals and sells well as a result. Its success is largely down to its so-called stakeout cruise teams of journalists and photographers who follow celebrities in the hope of catching them getting up to no good. But one day, the magazine's senior staff decided to reshuffle the stakeout teams and pair Satoshi Ono with the photographer Motoharu Kaburaji. Satoshi Ono secretly resents Motoharu Kaburaji, and thinks of him as a rival, of sorts. Furthermore, while Satoshi Ono prides himself on his writing skills and his sense of ethics, Motoharu Kaburaji is very different. The photographer has poor manners and takes a haphazard approach to work. The two clash as they begin their joint assignments, resentful that they have to work together. But as they try to catch the ultimate scoop, they unexpectedly begin to develop feelings for one another. Could an unlikely workplace romance be in the cards for them? It has 8 episodes. Number 9. Mood Indigo. The story begins with Shiro Kito's reunion with a former classmate, Ryo Kijima, at a college teacher's funeral. In the past, when they were students, Kijima used to show talent as a novelist, even earning a big prize. Kito was jealous of Kijima's success, but after reading his works, he became aware of his lack of talent and gave up writing novels and became an editor of erotic novels. However, after reuniting, it became clear to Kito that Kijima was stuck. Facing a wall, he had used up all his talent. With Kito also being in a lost state, he offers Kijima the opportunity to write pornographic novels. With the intense eroticism and closeness, both men open up and feed into their desire. As their lust grows, so does their toxic craving. The two become a relationship beyond the line while a mixture of emotions are drawn from the suffering Kijima. It has 6 episodes. Number 10. More Than Words. The story revolves around 2 best friends, Miko and Makio, who end up working a part-time job at the same place. At their new job, they meet a university student, Eiji, who ends up falling for Makio. Despite everyone around them being against the relationship, Miko decides to watch over them as they grow, and their bonds and relationships gradually change. It has 10 episodes. If you made it at the end of the video, thank you so much. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Click on the like button or leave a comment. Then have a nice day.